Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a really sad and pathetic story. There's this ex-pro player out there named Kiri who just got caught scamming another person in our community for their Fortnite account. Now, this Kiri guy is an ex-pro. He's been on top teams like Chronic, Vanish, and Bloodhounds. As well as that, he built a decent following on Twitter with 10,000 followers and over 70,000 on YouTube. Now, I do want to say, before we jump into this full story, it is against Epic Games' terms of service to sell your account, and I absolutely am not promoting that anyone goes out there and tries to sell their account. It is simply against the rules, and if you do get scammed, at the end of the day, there's nothing Epic Games can do about it. And typically, I wouldn't make a video about any scamming situation unless it did involve an ex-pro player or something crazy like that. And also, the person involved in this video honestly is just, what he did was pretty disgusting. And honestly, I wouldn't even have known about this story if it wasn't for other pro players in the community who all DM'd me about it, which I don't want to say anybody's names because of course they want to keep themselves anonymous. But we're about to jump into the story and fully break it down today, guys. Trust me, you're gonna want to stick around for the end. It's a crazy one, but first we gotta say congratulations to our last video's V-Buck and G Fuel giveaway winner. We have Despair. I have DM'd you on Twitter. All you gotta do is reply and show me proof that you did like my last video and you are subbed to my channel with all notifications on, and you'll be getting your prize. And for those of you who are new around here, yes, I do give away V-Bucks and G Fuel in every single video. So yeah, every single one of you has a chance to win, and it's super easy to enter. There's literally only 2 requirements. Just go down below, drop a like on this video, then second, subscribe to my channel, and turn all notifications on. Once you're done, then you gotta leave a comment down below with either your Twitter or your Instagram. That way I can contact the winner and give them their prize. Alright guys, so this story starts with a player named Kiri who has been on several different pro teams. His career started a little over a year ago with the Bloodhounds, where he was announced to join them, and he had a decent YouTube channel which he grew to nearly 70,000 subscribers. Now, after his stay on the Bloodhounds, he transitioned to another pro team called Vanish, which is a super good up-and-coming team. They got some great players over there, good management, and he was signed to them not too long ago, guys, literally on August 25th, 2020, just a few months ago. Now, he is no longer associated with Vanish or Bloodhounds or any other organization, so I do want to make that clear. But we're talking about an ex-pro player with a solid YouTube channel, or used to have a solid YouTube channel, which we'll get into more later in the video. But here's his Twitter. As you guys can see, he's got nearly 10,000 followers, which he has been using to scam people. He tweeted this out a few days ago. Let me know if anyone's selling their stacked Fortnite account at least like 280 plus skins or something. I'll most likely cop that unless you drag the price. DM. Now here's where we introduce the person that he scammed, and his name is Static, a 22-year-old Fortnite player who is also in college. And as you guys can see, he's not popular at all. He's only got 227 followers on Twitter, which are most likely just his friends. So he's not a figure in the community. He's just a guy who's in college who wanted to sell his account so he can make some extra money to pay off his college loans. And Kiri took massive advantage of this. He knows that he's got a big following, 10,000 followers on Twitter, and he also had a big YouTube channel before and was also on pro teams. So if you're Static, you gotta trust this guy. You wouldn't expect him to scam you. He's a respected member of our community. At least that's what he thought. Unfortunately for Static though, he was scammed, and he dropped a bunch of proof on Twitter exposing Kiri. He said, so this Kiri weirdo who was in Vanish scammed me for my Fortnite account yesterday, which I had spent around $3,000 on. Not only did he scam me for my account, but also tried to hack my Twitter and tried getting into my PayPal and bank account, and he provided a bunch of screenshots. He then followed up with more screenshots of their DMs and a tweet saying, I've known of the kid way back since the FCW Discord. Then he tagged a couple people that ran that Discord. Then he said he was also in Chronic at one point and was in Vanish until yesterday. So I figured he was legit. I DM'd him and I showed him my account, and it had over 225 skins, and we agreed on a price. Let's go ahead and jump into those screenshots now. And we can see the screenshots of the transaction supposedly going down. Static asked him how much you looking to drop on the account. Kiri replies, he said depends, show it. Then Kiri sent him a video showing all of the skins. So Kiri then asks him, how much do you want for the account? Which Static replies and says he doesn't really know. Then Kiri says, well, let me know how much. Static replies and says, all right, I'll let you know in a bit, and then doesn't reply for a little bit, and Kiri comes back and he says, okay, so then we skip over a little bit of it and they talk about what skins the account has, and then Kiri finally says, okay, I'll give you $1.9 thousand. Last offer, let me know, bro. Then Static replies, he says, bruh. Kiri then says, let me know. Static replies, 2K is a nice even number, and I'm gonna use it to pay for my college loans, please. And then Kiri says, fine, agreeing on the deal. Now, real quick, before we move further into the story, I wanna clarify again, no one should be selling or buying accounts. It is against the rules, and if it wasn't for a pro player and once respected person who was on some pretty good teams going out there and using his platform to scam people, I wouldn't be covering this story, so do not do it, guys. Anyways, back into the DMs. As you guys can see here, Static asks Kiri, how do you want to pay? He says PayPal. Then Static replies and says, okay, go ahead and send it over with family and friends. He sends the email, and then he says, give me like 10 to 15 minutes for him to unlink stuff. And then Kiri says, send the info to the account. Then in another tweet, Static says, I sent him the Epic info and he asked for the code sent to the email, so I gave it to him, and then he claims it didn't work. He kept saying he was having trouble with the code and he needed it resent, but it was only sent twice and he gave him both. 10 minutes go by, and then he asks if he can get the email. And then as you guys can see in the DMs right here, Static is basically giving him the codes, he's giving him the email info, he's giving him the account info, literally giving him everything for this account before he gets paid at all. Static then followed up in another tweet. He said, the email was only for my Fortnite account, so I didn't care to give him the email too, and then that's when I asked him to pay me, and he asked for my PayPal, and then he tried to log into it. I knew something was up, then I got logged out of my Twitter, and you can see in the DMs, he asks, what's your PayPal? Then he asks for the code, and then Static says, WTF, are you trying to steal my PayPal and Twitter? And then in reply, he literally says ANBA, which is, I think he's trying to say, and your bank account. And then he provides proof. Static puts a picture of a text at the same exact time, 7 p.m., which is when he got the code, which is sent to his phone from PayPal because someone is trying to log in. And then on top of that, he even tried to log into his Twitter, guys. So this kid, Kiri, not only did he try to scam a Fortnite account, he literally tried to hack into this guy's PayPal and steal his money. And Static provides more proof here. So at this point, I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. No way this is true. I reach out to both parties and I message Kiri and I said, did you actually scam that guy? And you guys are about to see some crazy DMs between me and Kiri. He says, bro, I sent the guy the money 1,000,000 times and he kept refunding it because he couldn't accept it. And in the end, I was like, send me 50 for literally wasting my time. And he denied, so I took the account. Annoying, LOL. So I said, okay, send me proof. Show me PayPal screenshots of the refunds. He said, for what? What is that gonna change? I don't have the account no more, and I'm for sure not giving him bread, so? And everybody believed him, so I don't even care anymore, not publicly responding. So I replied and I said, you don't have proof? And who has the account? And he says, as we speak, I'm about to sell it. So I said, so you took his $2,000 account and now you're selling it? He replied, he said, 2K question mark? LMAO, it's worth $200. So I said, then why did you agree to pay $2,000? He said, do you really think an account with like 160 skins is $2,000? Bud, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't sell and buy accounts. I don't know the worth of them. He said, on God, I'll give it to him. I don't even care. Just don't be annoying and wasting my time literally. I completely ignored that. This kid's trying to get around the situation that he actually scammed this kid, let alone tried to steal his PayPal. I said, why did you agree to pay someone $2,000 for it if it's only worth $200? He said, because he's trying to charge me $2K for it, so I'm like, this MF, like, what, dude? This is sad. I reply, I said, so you intended to scam him? He said, yeah. I said, that's effed up. You should give him his account back. Kiri then tries to justify why he scammed him because he asked for a ridiculous amount, but then eventually says, I'll give it to him. I don't even care. Never used it, even though he was just about to sell it. At least that's what he told me. So then I made a group chat with Static and Kiri, and I said, all right, send him the email, send him the info, send it right here. And then Kiri says, waiting for him to delete the tweet. I said, no, send the account info now. Then he said, okay, I'm not sending it back. Basically, he wants him to delete the tweets about him scamming him before he sends the account, which he played this game already. I'm not going to allow it to happen. He leaves the group chat, so I DM him and I said, all right, bro, Good luck. He then eventually caves in and actually gives Static the account back because he's scared that I'm gonna expose him, which I am because he needs to be exposed. You can't just go out there and scam people and try to steal their PayPals. I can only imagine how many little kids lost their accounts to him. He's literally using his platform to lure people in and take their stuff. It is messed up, guys. That's the full story. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Do not trust Kiri. That's going to be it for me. I love you guys so much. I'm out of here. Peace.